Coach, obviously not the result that you wanted, but I thought the team stayed together through some tough calls. What did you see from your point of view about how they stayed together through those moments?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a timeout when we were, distracted by the officials. But our communication on the court, if we don't talk to each other, you're going to have breakdowns defensively. And that's going to be a consistent thing throughout the course of the game. And, that has to be something. We've been doing a really good job of that. And we were just really quiet tonight. And what happens is just you're not as sharp, you're not as urgent. And I think that, triggered some other things where it was getting people off the glass, our shifts and our help. But we didn't play with the same amount of urgency, I thought, that we have. And, that's not to say we didn't compete. There was just some stretches. That one stretch where they went on a run and knocked some shots down, I thought we did a great job, as you said, of keeping our composure and coming back and putting ourselves in a position where we had a chance to win the game.
Any words for Veet after taking that last shot?
I mean, it's an open shot. It's a great look. DJ made the right play. With that much time on the clock, and they went and hit him, and he found him. It's a good, clean look, and so that would be what I will tell him, So, yeah, you can always look at the last play, but we had the ball in DJ's hands, which is what we wanted, and they came to trap him, and he found Veet, and he had an open shot, and, just didn't make it, which happens. But I'm glad he took it, and I'm glad DJ found him. It shows that DJ has a lot of confidence in his teammates. He did that early in the year with JJ, and JJ knocked it down. So.
Speaking of JJ, his impact on both sides of the ball, his first game back, what did you see from him?
He's made some plays that are unique plays. We need him to continue to be more and more efficient as we're playing through him in a lot of situations. And when you're out for as long as he's been out, and you kind of getting your rhythm back in, and I thought he competed, and he did a good job playmaking in the middle of the floor, and a lot of good things, but just collectively, as I said, just a little more urgency, and I think that comes from better communication, and and we'll be able to come out on the other side of this.
Keontae George had a good game tonight,
he did.
Specifically in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
What made it difficult to stop them, in that side of the ball, and then what makes it difficult to guard a guy like Keontae?
Well, he changes speeds really well, and you've got to stay in front of him. I think in pick and roll situations when we, switched late, we had some good, good contests by Clinton at the rim, and he made some of those shots. But I thought we made him work to get those buckets. But he made some plays.
Overall, what's your thoughts on just being back here in Utah tonight? Obviously, with the organization for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this before the game, and you just are reminded, what a unique opportunity that I had here. With all the people in the Jazz organization, I go down and name names, and as much as anything, the people in the community and the impact, and kind of being taken in that respect with my family was really grateful for the time I got to spend here.
Once you got into the game routine, was there anything that felt different about tonight being in Utah?
Yeah, the game always just absorbs you. There were some things that were a little off as far as, just things you're not used to. But once the game starts, you're focused on that.
DeJounte was key in kind of coming back into the game.
Right.
What kind of abilities does he have to be able to do something like that?
Well, he was great because he was really aggressive at a time when we needed it. We got stops, and you remember as he came down and shot the pull-up threes off the dribble, but there were a bunch of possessions where he found Jalen in the lane. I thought he made really good decisions, particularly in the crucial parts of the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.